Hi, my name is Brittany. I'm a psychic medium and healer, so I'm going to do a spread on the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine for April 16th, 2025. The first card I get for Divine Feminine is the Seven of Wands. So I feel as though right now, the Divine Feminine is dealing with a lot of triggers around the fear of not being chosen and the fear of not being enough. So as this comes up to the surface, the Divine Feminine is starting to have trouble, trying to discern which is factual and which is real. So I feel as though right now the Divine Feminine needs to keep herself balanced, because I feel as though this is a test from the Divine to see whether her faith is truly unshakable, or is she going to go down the path where she allows fear to win. She is stronger than her fears, the Divine said. With the Nine of Wands, the Divine is saying that the difficulties that are arising today are not because union is not meant to happen. That's not what's happening at all. What's happening is that resistance blocks are coming up for her to be released. And as she releases resistance blocks, she would trust love a lot more. So this is not meant to break her. It is meant to could bring about character development. And as this happens, the Divine Feminine, sees that nothing is impossible, that she is the creator of her own reality. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I am seeing that the Divine Feminine is being advised to clear her scarcity mindset, because it seems as though she sees things through limitedness still. She still sees things as not a part of her. She needs to remember that she is one with all things, including her Divine Masculine and even the, karmic. But again, she needs to be in that energy of unconditional love and not allow her ego to make some noise, because the ego is going to continue making noise. And so the Divine Feminine needs to understand, is she going to choose fear and just run with the ego? Or is she going to choose love and stand tall in her convictions and the truth? And that's what I get for Divine Feminine. So this is what I get for Divine Masculine. The first card I get for Divine Masculine is the Five of Swords. So the Divine Masculine himself is struggling with some doubts about the Divine Feminine. So I feel as though even though his choice is her, he is very reluctant to come forward, because his ego is making all sorts of narratives that she's not going to take him back, and that because of how he left things for too long, she may not be even open to reconciliation. So I feel as though the Divine Feminine in this dynamic does not think this way, but I am seeing the Divine Masculine in this dynamic is saying that he left it for far too long, and there's no way for him to come back from this. With the Ten of Cups, I feel as though one of the things he needs to let go of is the fear of not being enough, and that fear of not being chosen, because the twins are mirroring very heavily right now. And in order for him to, heal this, he must believe that love is stronger than fear and that it will conquer all. Because he knows for a fact he's not going to find someone like Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine is it for him. What he has trouble believing is that she feels the same way, because it seems a little bit crazy that this all-consuming love could be reciprocated. The Divine Masculine is used to, settling for breadcrumbs and, not having the people who love him back. And I feel as though the Divine is saying that that's not the case here, and he needs to rise above his fears. But the Seven of Swords, I feel as though he's in self-reflection right now. He's starting to see, by staying in his karmic situation, he was lying to himself about, not settling. He is seeing now that that superficial connection taught him more about himself than anything else ever has. And he is really glad that he can see things clearly. So even though the Divine Masculine is not making any moves to, toward the Divine Feminine right now, that does not mean he is not reflecting on his next moves. He knows now that he needs to break free of the situation entirely, and because of that, he must choose love and therefore himself. And that's what I get for Divine Masculine. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I post updates about twin flames frequently. If you want to book a personal with me, my information is in the description box below. I will see you another time. Namaste.